everyone, and welcome back to Keto Treat Day with the Keto Treat Gal, coming at you with a salty treat for Super Bowl. That's right, we got the Super Bowl coming up, and we're going to be having friends and family over, and we ourselves would like to stay ketogenic and also help them to stay healthy too with all these keto meals and treats. Go into my playlist. I have almost 70 treats. I have over 170, I believe, keto meals under my keto mukbangs and recipes. Go there and look and set out a wonderful display of all ketogenic foods, treats, everything, and stay keto. Hey, you might need to be a little dirty that day, and what that means is eat a little higher fat, but let's keep the carb at 20 and let's stay keto. No reason for a cheat day just because it's Super Bowl. Would we cheat on our mates? No. So why would we cheat with our way of life? There's no reason to, because there's such great meals to make. And this one, another simple way. Everybody knows meatballs and wieners, how great they are. But the problem is the barbecue sauce that goes on them. But they make a sugar-free barbecue sauce. I got the hickory one here. They have a honey one and they have an original. This is the brand, and it is 2 carbs per serving, which is 2 tablespoons. So yeah, now this one does have the sucralose, and I do talk a lot about that for the sugar in it. Some people get kicked, but come on. One day getting your color kicked down a little bit, or maybe getting kicked out just a little bit, ain't gonna hurt you because you really aren't gonna eat a lot, because I'm gonna tell you how I did this to keep it even lower. But you know what? You're still staying keto. You're still staying healthy. So first off, what I did was I made real meatballs. I took a thing of hamburger. Of course, you're going to see a slideshow at the end. I took my own hamburger, made them into meatballs, 1 pound, made 18 of them, I believe, and, just smaller ones, and I cooked them, and then I put them into the barbecue sauce, and I got the pre-made little wieners. I think it's Hillshire is the brand, and for 7 of these, it's 2 carbs. Of course, no carb in the meat because it's fresh meat. If you buy the pre-made meatballs, those are processed. They're going to have carbs, so make your own. Doesn't take that long to make them. Make your own, and then we're going to put them in the sugar-free barbecue sauce. Now, the secret to that, too, is you'll see in the slideshow, I add in a cup into now you might need more than that because you might have a big party. I'm just showing you how I did it, just for a small party or just for my husband and I, to have this snack or whatever. I did 1 cup of the barbecue sauce and I add a half a cup of water. That's the secret, because it waters them down. Then they don't get so caked with barbecue sauce, but are being cooked in a slow cooker or a crock pot. And so they get that barbecue flavor. They're not loaded with barbecue sauce. So technically, if you did a serving of these, would be 2 carbs, none on the hamburger, so just the sauce. And you aren't getting 2 carbs when you're doing a serving of each. And that's kind of a lot. That would be 7 of these. Now, I don't have a serving sitting here. I should have put a serving out to show you. It would be 7 of these. And then meatballs, however many you want, because there's no carbs in them, just the barbecue sauce itself. But like I said, look at all that's on the plate that lays there because of the water in it. But it still is not so watered down that they don't get the barbecue flavor, like I said, and they get barbecue sauce on them. So you're really not even going to get the 2 tablespoons. So technically you would have about 3 carbs maybe for a serving. That's kind of a lot. 7 of those wieners and maybe 7 meatballs, and you're going to be doing many other things with it. So let's try to keep it as low as possible and add that water. And you don't have to add the water if you don't want to. If you want to keep it a little thicker, just make sure you know that it's going to be more carbier then. But yeah, I thought meatballs and wieners. And I just so happen, you'll see in the slideshow, my husband does, a couple years back, got a slow cooker or a crock pot, it's called, football shape. So that would look so great for presentation. You guys will get to see the photo of it. It's actually a little cooker, but it's shaped as a football. So that's awesome when people come over and you got your display set up and you got your little football sitting there with the cover on, heating up your meatballs and wieners, and they can just take it off, take a few, grab some toothpicks or whatever, and it just looks great for your presentation. Put it right in the middle and then all of your treats around it. And I've done so many treats, you guys. I've done a cucumber salad, a broccoli and bacon salad. I've done cookies. I've done the lava cake. That's another one. Do the lava cake, but do them like a good friend of mine, Jennifer, just did. She did them in the little tin. She did them in like the cupcake ones. So they're smaller. Make little mini ones. Get the mini cupcake ones and make little mini lava cakes. I mean, if the one that I had, I think I said it was 2 carbs, the little mini ones, you could probably eat 6 of those before it would even be a carb. So make the little mini ones and put those out and just, have fun. Have fun in life, but don't worry about food. Eat to live, not live to eat. That's the most important thing to get into your brain is this is a way of life. This will change you forever. It has changed me dramatically. I have been on it for over 4.5 years, or yeah, 4.5 years. I started November 2015, November 4th, 2015, and 2015. And I was lost 160 plus pounds in 15 months and been maintaining that out ever since. So I think I'm at over over 3 years. I've been telling people that I'm almost 2 years, but it's over 3 years I've been maintaining that weight and keeping this, healthy lifestyle, and I love it. And sure, I have dirty days like this on a special occasion where I'll go a little higher fat, but remember, I'm in maintenance mode, so I need to be a little higher, but I'll go even a little bit more higher on a day like the Super Bowl, Christmas, Thanksgiving, things like that. I just feel there's no reason to cheat. I have recreated pretty much everything. I was going over the list with my husband the other day. I've made the McGriddle. I've made pizza dishes, pasta dishes, Chinese dishes, lots of treats. I mean, just came up with the lava cake, almond cookies, those peanut butter balls that I made, just everything, egg roll in a bowl. I mean, I could go on forever and ever. Cocoa wheats. I came up with cocoa wheats. Like, it's just amazing what you can recreate and turn into keto. No reason to eat the way we ate before. Let's eat healthy. Let's stay healthy. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have a fantastic Super Bowl, even though I'm bummed out because my Vikings aren't in the Super Bowl. But they did go pretty far this year, and I'm very proud of them, but would like to have seen them in the Super Bowl. But I'm rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs. Let me know down below if you're rooting for the 49ers or Kansas City Chiefs. I'm rooting for Kansas City. One, I'm a huge Wizard of Oz fan, so I love Kansas City. Anything to do with Kansas City, because that's where Dorothy was from in the movie. So, of course, I'm rooting for Kansas City Chiefs. Since I can't root for my Vikings, they're out. But, yeah, just, enjoy yourself and help others as well. You put out all these meals. They're not going to know that they're keto. They're not going to have any idea. I've done even cheesecake recipes. Do all of these recipes, lay them out, and they are all going to be eating healthy with you. But you remember that 20 carbs adds up fat. So just make that day a day of dirty keto where the fat can go over, but keep that carb at 20 or less and keep an eye on that and enjoy yourself. And who doesn't love meatballs and wieners? And like I said, that little secret, adding that little bit of water, that 1 cup of sauce and a half cup of water. So if you need more sauce, you need to, make many more than I did. I only did 1 pound of meat and 1 package of the wieners. So if you double that, you would add 2 cups and then a whole cup of water. You would, and keep going as you're adding. So, but yeah, here's a great idea. Everybody's going to love them. And they got the barbecue sauce on them. They taste like barbecue because they've been cooking all day and marinating in that slow cooker. And we'll go ahead and try one. Yum. That wonderful hickory barbecue flavor. Yum. Boy, you can really taste that. And they're really great when they're homemade. I mean, these are fresh meatballs because I made them fresh. Let's try a wiener. Yep. Wonderful hickory barbecue flavor. So delicious, you guys. Come on. Make these delicious meals for your friends, for yourself. Stay keto. Stay faithful to yourself. No reason to have a cheat day just because it's a holiday or a special occasion, when keto doesn't have to be boring. That's one thing I love about the ketogenic is the foods are amazing that you get to eat, especially when you're in my state in maintenance. Boy, I can eat so much more. I still keep the carb at 20 because I stay in ketosis, but I can eat so much more and enjoy myself, because I got to go so fast. And I want you to get there too. So if you do, the best way to do it is to lower the fat down using your body fat, because I was taught keto professionally by my keto doctor, 2 keto nutritionists, my brother who teaches this as a job, and all the studying I've done myself. I am not a keto expert by all means. I learn every single day, but I do a lot of studying. And the thing that I did learn by my keto doctor and nutritionist, that when you are high in fat, that is your high fat. And that's why a lot of people take a long time to get all of their weight off or get to maintenance, because they're eating the high fat that they talk about, the 75%, the 80% high fat. They think that that's what you're supposed to do is eat it. And sure, if you're very obese, you're going to lose that weight in the beginning. Of course you will, but you will stall out. You will definitely get to a point where you'll stall out and then you won't get it all off. And that's why 99% of people fail, because they never get to goal. Let's break that 99% will fail. Let's make that number bigger. So use your fat, on your body. So eat around 75, not percent, 75 grams, around 75 grams of fat a day. Everybody's going to vary. I kind of tell women to go a little bit lower, men to go right around there, maybe around 80 grams, but just I would say between 50 and 75. Keep it around there. But everybody's going to be different. Like I like when I tell people if you need help, I do help you. I help extra for free. Right down below is my email. Send me an email because I got to ask you some personal questions. Everybody is different. I need to know your weight, your gender, your age, your height, your activity level. I need all of that to set you up on a plan, because each person's going to be different. And then, of course, the carb will never be different. The carb is 20 or less. Some people can eat a little bit more if they're exercising, a little bit more carb and still stay in that state of ketosis. But basically, it's that magical number of 20 or less, 20 grams or less, which is 5% carb. Okay. But the fat, definitely, use your own body fat and don't eat tons of fat. You'll get the weight off quickly. You'll get to goal. And then you can be like me and do the 70 to 80 to 90% fat and not gain your weight back. I mean, I've been maintaining that for almost 3 years now, or over 3 years, or I'm coming up on the 3 years. So yeah, it's just amazing. I love my lifestyle. I love the way I feel. You guys have seen pictures of me. I did a lot of fasting, a lot of intermittent fasting, keto, longer fasting, OMAD, every other day, the 48-hour fasting. I've done a lot, and that's why my skin is so youthful. That's why my skin is tighter, because what autophagy is, and I just did a video on that, is getting rid of old cells, building new. Well, one thing is when you have loose skin, that's old cells. So get rid of those old cells and build new ones by fasting. Fasting is so important to incorporate into your ketogenic way of life. And it's, try to go as long as you can. If you can only start with 6 hours, fine. But work up to the point where you're eating like 8 hours, fasting 16 hours. That's the lowest one. But then like today I watched Dr. Berg, and he was talking about try to make that window even smaller where you eat in a 4-hour window and then go 20 hours without food. Try to keep going and then get to OMAD where you're eating 1 meal a day. Then try the 48-hour. He said this is for people that are stalling and not getting the weight off. He says, well, you're guaranteed if you can do a 48-hour fast. That's eating every other day. Okay, you're going 48 hours of no food and then you eat in a 4-hour window or whatever it is, or I was doing 40 hours having an 8-hour window. You're guaranteed to lose that. It doesn't matter who you are, you're going to lose it. Okay, so learn fasting. It's important to do the fasting because it'll make you more youthful, kill off old cells, cure and mend many things in your body, from gurge to stomach problems to IBS to PCOS. That's another thing that I got cured from. Heart conditions, tumors, cancers. I mean, I've even heard that, what's that foot thing that people can get? I forget what it's called. It starts with a G. But there's so many things that it heals and mends, and especially when you're fasting. And when you're fasting, you're in the highest state of ketosis you could possibly be in, because now you're not eating at all. But just make sure you keep your fluids replenished, and you're replenishing with the no salt and the pink salt. You would need, I think it's a tablespoon of each for every 2 liters of water you drink, okay? When you are fasting, for every 2 liters, it's a tablespoon of the pink salt, a tablespoon of the no salt, which is in the season aisle, and it's potassium, okay? So keep up with that when you are fasting, because you'll start to feel a little dizzy, a little bit off and stuff like that. It's your electrolytes dropping. And if you have that while you're fasting just normally in the very beginning of keto, I don't even recommend anybody fast in the beginning of keto. When you're first starting, I encourage you to eat higher fat, like higher than even the recommended dose, so that you get into keto faster, avoid the keto flu, get to that keto state, get fat adapted quicker, and then start lowering the fat to lose the weight. That's what I recommend. But then start incorporating fasting, but don't do it for a while. Don't do the fasting for a while if you're just starting. Get your body used to ketosis for a while, because you're going to lose anyways, and then start incorporating the fasting, maybe after a couple months. Then start incorporating the fasting, then learn to do the 16-hour, the OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, and then the, every other day, the alternate day fasting, all of that. I mean, you are just going to be blown away how magical our bodies are and how strong we truly are, and how the longer we go without food, the less hungry we are. And a lot of people say, well, because I eat all day, I'm always hungry. That's the problem. Every time you eat, you open those receptors to want to eat. Once you get to a point of the window, like around, I think it's 8 hours, you start to feel less hungry, and then you get less and less and less where you're not hungry. So learn to fast, learn to have fun. Sorry this video was a little bit longer, but I just wanted to share a little bit more because I haven't been in a lot doing a lot of keto videos, and I like to do a lot of teaching. But just remember, guys, there's no reason for cheating. Like I say all the time, it's even in my intro. You wouldn't cheat on your mate, would you? So why would you cheat on your way of life? There's no reason to. But if you have to, be strong, get back to it. We've all done it. I've been ketogenic for over 4 years. I've had only 9 cheat days. That's not very many. And I didn't do it till I hit goal weight. That's when I started. And I barely ever have any cheat days. But even I'm human. Once in a while, I want to eat something off plan, and I do. So it doesn't mean for the rest of your life you can't. But you know what? Try your hardest, your strongest. If you're in this journey and you're not all the way there and you're still, trying to get the weight off, let's stay ketogenic all the way till you are tough, strong, and can look in the mirror and see yourself skinny and know there ain't no way after that cheat am I going to go back to the person I was before. That's the most important thing. Also, what I'd like to, help you guys out with too, I'm always helping you, encouraging you. Like I said, shoot me an email. I will be AA for you. I will kick your butt back into ketosis, get you back on that keto train like I always say, or get you doing keto. I will be there for support for you. And also, if you love my logo, what I always say, always remember to keep it keto. I'll make you a t-shirt. I can do a tank top, a t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, whichever one you want, and I'll put my logo on it. And you can see that every single time you think that you want to go to the fridge and grab something, you'll remember what I say, the words I say, to always keep it keto, because it's important and healthy. We all had our years and years of unhealthy eating because we didn't understand, but there's no reason for that now. Keto's around. It's not a fad diet. It's changing America. It's the way it was back in our ancestor days, back in Bible time. That's how they ate and why people were so healthy. Well, let's get that generation back. Let's get everybody healthy, get your whole family on board and get healthy and feel great and be eating awesome, amazing meals. Now, yeah, this wouldn't be the greatest here because, well, the hamburger wouldn't be too bad, even though it's not a grass-fed or a organic. It's just regular hamburger I did or whatever, because we're just having a dirty day for the, football day. And of course, the wieners would be processed. I'm just saying, basically, try to keep it clean eating with cage-fed, grass-fed, organic, things like that. Try to keep it clean keto too. The cleaner, the better, and get those fast windows in. It's important. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this treat video here. I'm going to put these back. I just had it for presentation. Just wanted to try them. I've already done my 1 meal a day, and this was included in it. I just had one of each just to try them in front of you guys, but I'm a tough girl. Even though I'm in maintenance, I do 1 meal. I do my whole, all my calories, which is around 2,000 calories, 2,000 to 2,200. Sometimes I even do up to 2,500 and I can maintain that weight. But right around there, 2,000 to 2,500, I eat in that 1 meal. And I know a lot of you are going to think, well, how can you do that? How can you get it all in? Eat higher fats, because it's 9 calories per serving for each gram of fat, and it's 4 calories for protein and carbs. So it gets higher when you're adding the extra fat in. So I just add extra fat. I cook my food in olive oil, coconut oil, have some nuts, things that are really high in fat, so you don't have to eat such a huge plate of food, but it's going to add up faster when it's higher, good fats. So remember, you got to eat good fats. You guys keep away from this processed stuff. Once in a while, it's okay, but let's try to stay the cleanest we can with everything in life. Remember, we had many years to eat bad. Let's start to eat good now. And remember, we're going to eat to live now, not live to eat. And let's enjoy the Super Bowl. And again, let me know down below who you're rooting for. I know maybe some of you, it is your team. So let me know who you're rooting for. And if it's not your team, but you're still going to watch it, who are you rooting for? I'm rooting for Kansas City Chiefs. So I hope all of you are doing well. I love you very much. Hope you enjoyed this treat video. Definitely try out all of my treats. Make a bunch of them. Go to my keto treat list, maybe even the keto treat mukbangs, and make some of my meals for that day, for your party, for your family, for your friends. Keep them all ketogenic. I love all of you very much. Everybody take care. God bless. And I'll see each and every one of you, my keto buddies, my keto peeps, in my next video. I love you guys so much. And always remember, everybody, to what? Always remember to keep it keto. All right, everyone, got a super easy recipe here for the Super Bowl. Barbecued meatballs and wieners, but we're going to make our meatballs fresh with ground beef, less processed, and 0 carb. I'm doing 4 servings here. If you need more, you're going to just double it, triple it, however you need. It was 1 pound of ground beef, 1 pack of the wieners, the sugar-free barbecue sauce I talk about in my video, pink salt, pepper, and a crock pot. And wait till you see the crock pot that I use. What a conversational piece. All right, let's get our meatballs all cooked up. We're going to shape them up into 18 meatballs, and we're going to add over heavily pink salt and pepper on a medium heat and just cook them up until they're all ready to go into this incredible football-shaped crock pot. Look at this. Isn't this awesome? And what a conversational piece for a party. Now we're going to take that crock pot and we're going to add 1 cup of sugar-free barbecue sauce right there. And the secret is a half cup of water. I talk about it in my video. Give it a good stir and then add in your cooked meatballs and the whole package of wieners. Cover it and turn it on a medium heat because we're going to cook this for a few hours to get that great barbecue flavor. And then go ahead and serve it up. Each serving was 7 wieners and 7 meatballs at 3 carbs a serving. Wow, can't believe that. Super low. Let's keep it keto, everybody, and Super Bowl on.